Today we're going to be looking at Mario Lavista's second string quartet. Its subtitle is Reflections in the Night, and it was written in 1984 when the composer was in his 40s. And we've listened to so far his 6th, 5th, 4th, and 1st quartets. Interestingly, this one inspired Joe Niles Sears to commission the 4th one, like, I want to say 20 years later. And I'm suspecting that there will be some similarities between this quartet and his 4th string quartet, just because they're both slow. Actually, I can pull up the other one here. They're both slow and quiet throughout. And the 4th one opens with these sustained harmonic trills on over top of this arpeggiando figure at the bass. So this one, on the other hand, it looks like, I'm not going to scroll and show it, but the entire thing is made of natural harmonics and a few artificial harmonics. So it's also quiet and slow, but with harmonics making up the majority of the piece. This one is published, whereas this score I have here is handwritten, and it's actually quite beautiful just from the first page. And he has this really nice style of writing harmonics where he attaches the stem to the top of the diamond or the point of the diamond, unless there's a double stop or something where that doesn't make any sense. And I kind of like that. It looks very nice. And yeah, I'm excited for this one because I really liked the 4th one. It's the 4th one was a single movement and about 16 minutes long. This one is also a single movement and about 10 minutes long. I haven't done a lot of research, but I think this one is a popular one. This was a really big piece for Lavista, and it was written for Quarteto Latino Americano, just like a number of his other string quartets that we've looked at. Please listen along. I've put a link in the description. We're going to be listening to the album put out by Quarteto Latino Americano of the complete string quartets of Mario Lavista. Great, so a couple comments about this piece. I think it's very committed to this idea of using natural harmonics to create a piece. There's almost no artificial harmonics in it, aside from this little like ricochet figure, which is more of a special effect. And because it's made out of natural harmonics, its pitch content is very limited, but it's also very consonant because of the tuning of the ensemble and the nature of the harmonic series and the first sort of like 7 partials, you could say. I liked this sextuplet figure as a way to open and end the piece. It was almost like a well, it was basically a harmonic trill, but it was so rhythmic and like pulsating that created this really interesting feeling of activity. And there are some gorgeous moments when little melodic figures emerge. And I can see why this one is so famous. There's not a lot of string quartets like this. It has a very evocative title that fits the piece well. And it's overall a very pleasant thing to listen to. I feel like having a nice long nap and getting ready to start tomorrow or whatever. If this isn't your type of thing and you like more atonal music, his first string quartet is atonal, and I think the shift from that piece to this one 10 years later is very vast. and indicative of a lot of composers of his generation who were very well trained in avant-garde music and techniques. It's not an uncommon story for composers like Lavista, who were born just after the Second World War, to shift into more accessible tonal music. And this concept piece with natural harmonics is a really brilliant way to approach that because it's still very conceptual, and you can, in a technical way, intellectualize it, but at the same time, like, the nature of the technique is very consonant, so, and tonal ish sounding. Yeah, I'm very pleased with discovering Lavista's quartets. I don't have the score to the third one, but just going through the other five has been a really great experience. They're all very short and diverse, and I enjoyed something different about each of them, and they span a very large portion of his career, like the from 1969 to, I want to say, 2015 or something like that. So, yeah, I think I don't know much about La Vista, but I like his quartets and I would recommend them. And hopefully, you enjoyed listening to this one, the most famous quartet and most iconic of his. And yeah, that's that. Pretty cool piece.